I'm Zach.
I'm Colin.
I'm Nick.
I'm Alex.
We're authors and you're watching LivMayesTV.
I feel you close beside me as I take my key steps into the sand, and as always take my breath.
How long has the band known each other?
We've been together for about like 8 months now, but I've known Colin since the 2nd grade, and we've been playing music together for a long time.
Yeah, and I've known Alex since the womb, so it's pretty long.
What's your favorite thing about performing?
I just think it's like the most fun thing that I can do. I really like live music as opposed to recorded music. I would rather see a band live than listen to them. I think that's the way heavy music is supposed to be experienced, so it just feels a lot more pure that way.
For me, performing is the time I can be the most honest and just give my entire heart for the crowd and to myself and for the music. And I mean, of course, it's a ton of fun. And
yeah, it's just the next thing I look forward to.
What's your favorite song to perform?
We have disputes over this.
Yeah, we kind of all have a different one. Mine live is probably Wanderers or Structures, just because it's pretty intense.
I think I like Withered Hands because they get to jump at the beginning.
I think Structures is definitely my favorite because that guitar riff at the beginning is probably the most fun riff to play.
Yeah.
And I love the ending a whole lot, so definitely Structures. That's one where I can put the most energy into it.
my favorite's Hall Name because it's the most personal for me and I can get into it the most.
Since the release of Tides, have you gotten the response that you'd hoped for?
My answer is twofold because on one hand, I'm extremely grateful for the support we've been given, and like I think we've grown locally a lot faster than I'd anticipated, and I really appreciate that a lot. However, I was really curious about since we gave it away for free, like how it would spread online, and it hasn't spread as much online as I thought it might. So, but I guess I wasn't really expecting anything. I was more curious about how it would spread. So, we've grown locally quicker than I expected, and the response, like online, has been a little bit slower than I anticipated. Maybe. What do you guys think?
Probably.
I'm definitely overwhelmed with the local support, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
what we have here in Indiana.
I mean, for 8 months, it's been an awesome climb, just from where we were to where we are now, and so we're really thankful for that. But yeah, like I'm surprised free music doesn't spread around more than we thought it would, I guess.
Yeah.
What does your music mean to you?
For me, I see music as a way to deal with like negative issues in my life. When I write, I'm writing usually because there's like a problem in my life or like some source of pain, and as I write, I typically learn more about myself and more about the problem. So for me, music means a way to progress in life and become a happier person. But like I would never really see the point of writing a happy song because I use music as a tool to move forward. So Tides means a lot to me in the regard that I wrote that when I was at a low point in my life, and it was just kind of my way of like working through these issues, and because of that I was able to move past them. And like I remember like writing Withered Hands, writing the lyrics, and like as soon as I got in that draft that we were going to record, like I almost felt this like weight lifted from me because I was finally able to just like put it out on paper. It's really weird. I can't really explain it.
For me, it's I mean, our music means a ton to me, and me and Colin we wrote about 50% of lyrics each. So, I mean, the lyrics that I wrote, it's my opportunity to be 100% honest with myself and like the dark places in my life where it's hard for me to talk about it, you know, just in person with people. But when I can write it in lyric form and just in song form, it seems like I can actually get out what I'm trying to explain what's going on with me, or kind of what Colin said as well. Just I can be the most honest when it comes to music rather than any other medium.
Yeah, music is just like really how I'm able to express myself, and like I have a ton of fun playing and growing musically, and like it's just really what I'm passionate about. So like it's just a great way to do what I love and express how I feel.
Same.
What do you want the listeners to get from the music?
Personally, like I want the listeners to get out of it. I don't want them to get a false message from what we're trying to say, but I want them to interpret it themselves. I want them to like read Alex and Colin's lyrics and say, this means this to me, or this line means this from when I was 4 years old and I remember this, or I want the listeners to be able to have their own meaning to our music, like we have our own meaning to our music.
Like good art is a dialogue between the artist and the viewer. Like they both shape the meaning of a piece, which is kind of weird to think about. Like to think that one of my favorite songs, I could be getting this big meaning from it, and maybe the artist didn't intend that. But if that's what the listener like needs to hear or wants to hear, then like that's awesome. And like I want them to get something personal out of it because it's very personal for me.
What has music in general done for your life?
Music has given me it's given me a way to fulfill my purpose, a way for me to it's given me an opportunity for a career as well. I mean, I almost have a degree and I can be doing this certain thing, but music is what I want to do as a career, and it's given me a purpose and something I can enjoy doing for the rest of my life, hopefully.
For me, it's like I was never really like particularly good at sports or like academics in high school, and music gave me sort of like a place to like where I fit in, and like I was good at something with, I do, like, I'm not saying I'm like a fantastic musician, I just mean that like I feel something rewarding when I play music. Like I feel like I'm making progress, and I'm able to develop my skills and that kind of thing, and it's very rewarding for me. And that's what I mean when I say like, well, I'm good at music, because I don't think anyone can ever really be good at music, but it's just something that I really, really enjoy, and it's very rewarding for me.
Where did the band name come from?
I was the only one that was in the band when the name was around, or was developed, and it was honestly just developed because it would be short and easy to remember, and it kind of evokes a certain imagery that I liked. So there's no like particular meaning behind it.
What's been your favorite show that you've done?
Probably the New Year's show at the Hoosier Dome was pretty awesome. Just because a lot of people were into it. Whenever we play the Hoosier Dome, it's like a full house. So really anything at the Hoosier Dome, and MSM Fest.
Oh yeah.
In the summer. Well, that was awesome. It was kind of like, I thought of like our entrance into the music scene.
Yeah. That was when I felt like we were like part of the Indiana music scene, rather than like trying to become part of it. My favorite show was probably on our last tour we did. We played a show in Beaver Dam, Kentucky, and that's my favorite show because while we were there was one person there that knew like all the words.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because that was an out-of-state show, and she said she had heard the music because we posted it to the event page like a month before, and like she downloaded it and learned all the lyrics and was there singing, and she brought friends, and that was really cool that we have like a fan somewhere other than Indiana. There's someone that loves our music and came out to a show to see us.
Yeah.
What's been the most embarrassing thing to happen on stage?
Oh geez.
Well, I can't think of like one
That is a good
huge
one.
embarrassing moment, but I know I've like fallen like immensely and like destroyed my back before, like.
Yeah, he showed us like horrible scars and gashes.
Like the next day, he's like,
when
did this happen? He lifted his shirt and there's like chunks of flesh missing.
I don't really think that's embarrassing. I think it's just part of it, but I don't really know like the most. Maybe just like a bad show we've had in the past.
Spinelli's at
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was like really sucky for me and Nick too. Within the first like 30 seconds,
both of our guitars.
Nick and I both broke a string.
Yeah.
And like so.
Yeah.
So we couldn't play.
We had to like.
And you knocked a tuning.
Yeah, I knocked a tuning peg off, hitting Zach's bass when we were both doing a guitar spin.
My string broke and I changed it in like 10 seconds or something because I had prepared for this eventuality in my mind before. So I changed my string really fast, and then we go to the next song, and then like in the third or fourth song, like my pedal board kept sliding around all over the floor, so it kept coming unplugged.
We were cursed that show.
Like the entire show, I was just fighting my setup, and like everyone there like hated us because they were like there to see like hardcore bands, and we're like, we don't like. I think we had like 5 people walk out when we were doing our sound check, and we played tracks.
Just because we used tracks.
Because we have backing tracks, like everyone there hated us. That was pretty embarrassing, but I mean, it's all part of it.
Alex has taken my legs out several times.
Yeah, that's true.
So to answer the question, there's been probably dozens of embarrassing moments on stage, probably every show, but we choose to ignore a lot of them.
You just gotta learn to laugh, and realize that every time you make a mistake, then that's just an opportunity for you to improve. So.
What does 2014 look like for the band?
It looks very exciting for
Yeah.
me. We've got a couple tours. We're in the works in the summer. We're trying to get out to the East Coast and trying to get as far as Texas, west.
Yeah.
And we're working on a new album right now. And that'll probably be like a 2-fold release, like with like maybe a 3-song demo in the late spring, and then the full release in the early fall, late summer.
So we have a lot planned.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some pretty significant changes to the band itself and to the way we write music. And what we're about to release will be it'll be pretty different from Tides, but I think fans of Tides will enjoy it. But I also think it'll hit a new
audience,
fan base.
Mm-hmm.
If you could say anything to your fans, what would it be?
I would like to say we love you, and we couldn't be more thankful for your support so far, and we're so thankful for you.
Yeah.
Just
keep sharing our music.
Yeah.
a big thanks. It's really awesome to like when people come up and tell me that it meant something to them or that they enjoy it. Like that's just like so crazy to me because like I've been like making horrible music for years, like, god awful, and like it's so cool to like finally like make something that like people enjoy and get into, and I think that's really cool. And we couldn't have done like anything without people's generosity. We've had some really kind friends and kind fans. So I just want to say thanks.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions I have.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.